how do you stop masturbating forever? I've helped countless men quit porn and masturbation forever, and there's always these two things that people are doing wrong, and that if they fix, it will literally be easy and effortless for them to just never even masturbate again. And what are those two things? Well, it's two reasons. The first reason, it's the fear that people have around not jerking off. I know you probably think it's great to not jerk off, right? You feel more hungry every day, you feel better, you have more energy, and there's a plethora of benefits. But the problem is, in the back of your mind, you think, well, if I don't release for a long time and I'm not, for example, in a relationship, well, or married, well, eventually I'd have to do it, right? Because it's not going to be healthy if I just hold it in for so long. And even we might think, for example, prostate cancer might happen because we don't release, or we fear that now our thing down there just will stop working. And we have a huge amount of fear that just makes us do it at least once in a while, if not frequently. So what's the solution? Well, first you gotta eliminate that fear, okay? And let me tell you how to eliminate that fear. You need to do it with the right information. For example, the fear you have around prostate cancer, well, it's been debunked by a study done in 2016 where they shown that prostate cancer and masturbation have no connection whatsoever. What actually has an influence on if you're gonna have prostate cancer or not is your diet and your overall lifestyle, like exercise. If you fear that you're gonna lose that sex drive if you don't do it, right? And you're gonna lose that overall testosterone, libido, and health, well, let me tell you that your body actually does the release, okay? Your body literally has a self-cleansing mechanism that does the release either through natural emissions, which are basically wet dreams, or it just reabsorbs the semen. So you don't even need to worry about that. And matter of fact, there are many people on this earth that just never do it. They don't even feel the desire to do it. Masturbation for human beings is something that we learn, something that we cultivate to like from other people, the media, or even sometimes by accident. But most of the time we just get told to do it and we get curious, and because of that we learn to do it, and then we start watching porn where it is glorified. Now, what's the second reason? Well, you want to also really jerk off simply because you place a lot of value into the routine of jerking off, right? Let's put corn aside, right? Jerking off is you stimulating yourself physically until you reach the point of semen coming out, right? And look, the act on a physical level is nothing special. It's just physical sensations. But on a mental level, your own perception and your own fantasies that you put onto masturbation is what creates that value that you overblown. For example, when people masturbate, they think, wow, I'm just this masculine guy and I feel like I'm having sex, and I feel like I have a partner and I'm looking for love and I feel like I'm getting love. It's all a fantasy happening in their mind. Nothing is real. And then they reach the point of the big O, and then the so-called benefits just disappears, because you gotta understand that masturbation is just masturbation. You've been told that it's gonna give you a huge amount of pleasure, that it's gonna relieve your stress, that it's gonna be an escape from your problems, that it's gonna be a sexual relief, right? That's gonna be a substitute for a relationship because you're not in a relationship right now. You've been told to place all that value on masturbation, so you kind of feel like you want it. But like I said, objectively, on a physical level, it is nothing special but some mere physical sensations. So there's no tips that I'm gonna give you of, oh, just start being more aware, or like, oh, just be more busy, just talk with other people, just be in relationships. I'm not gonna give you those tips, because the root is you placing all that value and also that fear on masturbation and on not masturbating. And that's what you need to remove. And you'll realize that just like someone who'd never been exposed to masturbation in the first place, well, you're not even gonna want it that much. And even if you have the slightest desire, well, that's normal because you've been doing it for so long, and it's just gonna disappear after like a few days, a few weeks, if you don't focus on it, because you have neuroplasticity. So even if you repeat a behavior or thought in your mind of like, oh, I need to masturbate, if you repeat it often, you might think about it randomly because it's been a part of your life, but with time it's gonna start dissipating, because you're gonna basically like this short-term memory of just thinking about masturbation very quickly, so you don't even need to worry about it. So if you want to also learn how to quit porn, masturbation, lust forever, then you can join my free school community down below. And also, if you want to be coached by me one-on-one so that you can quit as soon as possible in 14 to 28 days, quit this habit forever, then you can book a call down below with me and we'll talk on the call. Anyway, Samir and I'm out. Peace.